All right, real quick. I just want to take time out, man, to let everybody know that I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, just showing interest in it. I put a lot into these videos just to get that message out, just to send that signal as sales, right? Real quick, just want to let you guys know, right? Just think about it. The same way that our cells and our bodies are functioning, right? We think we're one body, but we're not one body. We're trillions of cells moving as one unit, right? The way our bodies stay functioning is based off the cells in our body, sending signals to each cell within the body to keep the body functioning. Remember, we cells that makes up this body, what we call Earth or life, right? So the same way our cells and our bodies are working and functioning to keep us moving so we can move and stretch our arms and do what we do, right? I ask you guys to do the same thing, right? If you can, if you guys are getting anything from these videos, a change of mind, a change of perspective, right? Anything to where you changing your everyday thing, your everyday thinking or everyday ways, and it's based off a certain video of mine, right? All I ask is for you guys to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you can, share the video. It helps the message get out there. It helps these videos get out there, and it helps other cells receive that signal, right? Just by hitting that button, you're sending that signal. And remember, everything is energy. Everything is sex. Sacred energy is change. So if you're receiving something based off this energy that I'm giving you, reflect that energy back to me just by hitting that button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, hitting that share button, leaving a comment or something, right? It just helps, y'all. So I'm doing my part. You guys do your part. I appreciate you so much. Keep watching the vids, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Now let's get to it. YouTube, what's happening? Everything, like I always say, everything is good, everything is good, right? You are who you need to be, and you are where you need to be at, right? No matter what that may seem or what that may look like, you are where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And you're the perfect candidate to live the life that you're living and going through what you're going through right now. So capitalize off that, make that the best experience, And like I say, it's easy. All you got to do is change your perspective. You can change it with a thought, right? Holding on to that thought and focusing on that thought, and watch your reality match that frequency. You understand? Hey, but look, I came on here today to right? I just wanna say, man, listen, while you out living your life, right? Because it's a lot of things that's going on right now, man. It's a lot that we're dealing with just within life, within you. You know what I'm saying? Just playing this game of life, right? It's a lot that we're seeing. It's a lot of changes. There's a lot of transitioning. You know what I mean? Don't let what you seeing in your world, in your reality, put hate in your heart. You feel me? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? Keep that heart pure. Keep that frequency high, no matter what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, like I say, you gotta understand. Although we go outside and there's so much to engage in, right? We got so much going on in this world. We gotta understand that we just the lions in the zoo. We the little cubs in the zoo. You know what I mean? Right? Meaning, think about the little lions in the zoo. Think about when they first opened the zoo up. They had to go to the jungle, right? To get the real lions, to be able to bring them real lions to that zoo, right? For our entertainment, for entertainment purposes, right? Think about it. When the zoo first opened, I'm speaking on every zoo, no matter what zoo around the world. Just think about when they first opened zoos. Think about where the real lions at. They're in the jungle. The real monkeys and the real gorillas, right? They're in the jungle. They are in certain mountains mountain gorillas and all this type places, right? They are where God placed them. They are where they were supposed to be. No mistake. But then man go get them and bring them to they states, right? For entertainment purposes, right? But just think about it. Think about when they first go get a lion, right? And they bring that lion to their zoo, right? And you got the mama lion and the daddy lion in the zoo. They looking around like, hold up, this ain't my natural environment. They knowing, they can feel it, they can smell it. They knowing they not in that jungle no more just by the things that's around them. Now they're placed in this artificial environment, right? It looked like it, they got the rocks, the trees, the little water. It looked like, it kind of looked like the jungle, but they know where they from. They in tune with the land and the ground where they at in that jungle, right? You understand? Now, them lions are there for a while. Then them lions eventually have little baby cubs, right? Now think about it. Once them two lions, the mama and the daddy lion, get so old, they live or whatever may happen and they pass away, they transition, right? Leaving just those baby cubs there that was born there. They wasn't born in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? They was born in the zoo. So all they know is the zoo. They was born in an artificial environment, so all they know is the artificial environment. They have no clue that it's a real world, meaning where they really from is from the jungle. But they have no clue of that place because they was born in an artificial environment, right? So they think about it, and then think about how chromosomes and how cells work based off how once the mama lion and the daddy lion had them cubs there, they was accustomed and they didn't already adapt to that artificial environment. So those will be the chromosomes that makes that baby. On top of the little baby cubs been born in that artificial environment. You understand? So they come out and that's all they know. Mama and daddy gone, so all they know is the artificial environment, the zoo. Right? They have no clue that it's real jungle. It's a real jungle. It's a real world. It's real lions and they free. They roaming around, surviving, doing what they do in the real world, which would be their jungle. They have no clue of that place, right? Because they, like I say, they was born in the zoo. So that's all they know is the zoo ways, the zoo way of living. The zookeeper feeding them, giving them shelter. Right? Same like us. Think about what I'm saying. Now that's just like us. All we know is the artificial environment. All we know is going to the supermarket to go get what we want to eat. We don't know how to hunt for our food. We don't know how to fetch water. Most of us don't know how to build homes and build shelters, right? Because we have someone providing that for us, right? Because this is an artificial environment. It's not our real world, y'all. This place where we at, this society, is not our real world. It's a world outside of society, outside of the grid. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say, while we out here and we just, we engage, and some people, like I say, some people out here doing their thing, they got money, they got this, they got that. But like I say, that ain't gonna make you happy. That don't always make you happy. Because we see that now. We see millionaires talking about how depressed they is because they have no identity. You know what I'm saying? They have no identity. Because all they did was gave all that they was, all that they had into that thing that made them that money. But like I say, once that thing is over, it's like, damn, what I do now? I'm left with all this money, but I have no clue of who I am, what I like to do, what I don't like, the type of people I like to be around, none of that. So we got to start asking ourselves, what's important? What's more important? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? Right? And while doing that and understanding that, like I say, we still can't let that put hate in our heart. We got to approach this thing with a pure heart, with a clear conscience, so we can have that clear understanding and reasoning for what we doing and what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot. And some people are in tune with it and some people not. Some people don't even care about it. Some people cool with their things that they done accomplish throughout this world, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? It don't give you happiness. Can't nothing material really give you that happiness like that. It can give you a period of time happiness. You got your little money, you got your little cars, you got your little females, you got your male, you got your attention, you got your fan base. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, but what happens when that internal depression kick in? When those bloodline traumas and all that kick in, that money can't stop that trauma. All that attention that you getting and all that can't heal that problem, that trauma, that bloodline trauma, them genetic curses. All that money can't do nothing for that, but shield it just for that period of time. All that attention that you getting, when the attention gone, then you left with self. When that money gone, you left with self. After you done bought every car and every house, you done got every woman, you still left with self. You understand? So that's all that stuff is just a period of time. All that stuff is just a quick look. You know what I'm saying? Like a quick little fix real quick. I got all this money, I can go buy this and buy that. Yeah, it feel good while you buying these things. It feel real good when you go buy a new car. But after you done drove that car for a while, it's not that exciting anymore. Right? It feel good to go buy a new house and, you know, walk around that big house like, oh, damn, this is my crib. Like, whoa. But after you done been there for a while, that excitement dies down. Right? It's cool to get all these females and all this male and all this attention. You understand? But once you done got enough attention, after a while, it all feels the same. It done died down. Now, what are you left with? You left with self now. You know what I'm saying? You left with yourself. You left with your own mind, your own traumas, your own curses, your own blockage, your own self, your own eternal damage, right? You left with yourself. So what are we doing now about that? How are we healing that part of ourselves while living within this artificial environment? Not getting caught up with this artificial environment, right? We're being in the world, we're engaging in this world, but we can't become of this stuff, y'all. You understand? We can't hide ourselves and hide our problems and hide all our trauma behind all this stuff, man. Because you just setting yourself up for future. Because in the future, like I said, everywhere you go, there you are. You're gonna still be faced with yourself. So it's like, okay, why not take care of that now? Why not focus on that now? Right? Even if you're doing your little whatever, you're jigging and you getting it right, but let's do things in order and worry about what's real priority. That's internal. That's just self. Eternal health, the mind healing, the body healing, right? Genetic curses healing, your bloodline traumas healing. That's what we need to focus on first, y'all. Being caught up in this artificial environment just a setup when you think about it, right? Getting caught up in all this money and all this and all that, right? Like I say, yeah, it feels good to be able to go buy this or take care of your mom. You understand? To go drop a couple racks on your mom, tell her she ain't got to worry about working no more. Of course that feel good, but even after you do that and you drop that money on your mom and mom pay all her bills, even mom still left with her trauma and her childhood, right? Her childhood, all this different stuff that her parents left within her bloodline that done manifested into her reality. Even with you just dropping 20 racks or 50 racks, mama still got her own problems, her own genetic curses, and her own trauma, childhood trauma, and things that she's dealing with within her own physical self, within her own mind, her own consciousness, within her own light, her own reality. So yeah, it sound good, right? Go drop this off and go pay that bill. Go hold these people down and go do all that. Yeah, that all feel good. But even after that, then what? They still left with themselves. They still left with themselves. They still left with all that stuff that's built in within them, right? They still got to find identity within themselves. They still got to find peace within their own minds, within their own bodies. Right? So we have to really think about it, y'all. Understand. Right? We can't get too lost in this artificial environment. You feel me? We got to know what's real and what's not. You feel me? What's real and what's not. What's important and what's not. What's a quick fix and what's a forever healing. right? What's a quick fix and what's a forever fix? We got to know the difference so we can put our energy towards that forever healing, that forever fix. And then the little quick fix, we can go on and we can go on and woo woo with that later on. But first and foremost, we got to know what's up. We got to know where we at. We got to know what's going on, what's taking place, so we can be putting our energies in the right places, right? Putting all our efforts in the right places, so we ain't left later on down the road with all this money and these big houses and these big old cars where we depressed. What's the point? We getting loaded off drugs just to deal with all the pain, right? What's the point? Because we done gave everything that we had, everything that we know, everything that we are within these things to gain all this materialistic things. And now we left with self in these big old houses, the straight up dope heads, drugged out, right? Drunks. Because it's the only way we know how to cope with our pain. It's the only way we know how to sit within ourselves and sit with ourselves, to be high, be drunk, be loaded up, have a bunch of people around that don't even mean you know well, probably you can't even trust for real, right? What's the point? Over some money, over some attention, over some nice cars, big booty girls, or nice little fellas looking at, what's the point? We got to think about it. What's more important? Your health, your mental health, your internal health, your bloodline, right? Your curses, your genetic curses, taking care of all that, healing all that, becoming 101 with self, to where you strictly have peace within yourself, within your mind, whether you was broke or you rich, whether you had no friends or you had a million friends, right? Would that peace still be there? Would that happiness still be there? Right? Would you still be able to sit with yourself without that money, without that car, without them homes and all that, right? We have to be real, y'all. But first that comes with understanding. Like I say, we got to all understand, yeah, we the little cubs in the zoo. We the little cubs in the zoo, because it's all we know. All we know is society and society ways and the way society do things and get things done. That's all we know. And we done grew to become accustomed to it. We done adapted to these things, to these ways. And we ain't educating our minds truly on what's going on and where we at. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, we the little cubs. We just know this artificial environment. We doing things for entertainment, just like the little lions. We go to the zoo and we look at the lions and they get to roaring, right? We don't know what they saying. They probably calling out for the rest of the lion. They think they, right? They doing all, so they probably crying out. We look at, we start clapping. We walk around the zoo, hear the lions roar, hear the monkeys do what they do, and we get to clapping. We get excited. We feel like we being entertained. Are they entertaining us? They probably ain't entertaining us. Genetically, they probably know something wrong, something off. This ain't right. We ain't supposed to be here. But we looking at them like entertainment. Oh, look at the little gorilla. Oh, he beat on his tail. Oh, he beating on the glass. He about to break this glass open. He know he ain't supposed to be here. He ain't trying to entertain y'all. He trying to express himself and let y'all know he angry. He mad. That lion ain't doing that to show. No, that lion is expressing itself and trying to do something. It's a genetic something within that lion. That's a genetic expression coming out. Us as people walking around a zoo, right? We looking at it as entertainment because that's all we know. That's what society teaches us. Everything is entertainment. That's why we rather chase entertainment and chase knowledge, chase information. We chasing entertainment while running from ourselves. Chasing entertainment while running from knowledge. And not even knowing it, because it's how we program. We're programmed to be this way. Looking at the lion, like I say, like, oh, we getting all excited and happy. That lion probably ain't doing that for you, to entertain you. Right? Now you in a society, artificial environment, doing everything for entertainment. Everybody looking at you to be entertained now. And you just going on with it wrong, you know what I'm saying? You just on with the flow. All right, boom. Trying to get your money up, right? Trying to get that bag, chase that bag. Not even worry about, no, we ain't here for entertainment. And them lions in the zoo ain't there for our entertainment as well. They need to be in their original environment. Their original habitat. You understand? Not locked up like right? They in there locked up. Just for our entertainment? That ain't fair. But like I say, that's what happens in the artificial environment, right? Here in the artificial environment, everything we see is artificial. The animals, the zoo, it's all entertainment. And like I said, we don't know no better, because it's all we know. So we thinking the zoo is a good thing. It's all good. It's supposed to be that way, right? They supposed to be in there locked up in them cages, can't really go nowhere. They can't travel. They can go, they got it a little big, but they can go over there to the wall, but everything is walled and cated up, but too high to where they can't jump out of it, right? That ain't how it's supposed to be for them. Just like this ain't how it's supposed to be for us, y'all. We're living on a grid. You got to know it's a world outside this grid, outside the squares. Get outside your home, right? Outside this society, that's real. It's a real world. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that first, y'all. Understand that first and foremost before anything else. Don't get lost in the world. Be in the world, but not of the world. That means be here, receive your signals, send your signals. But don't get too caught up in this place, y'all. Don't get caught up in your body thinking that you the body, right? Doing things just to satisfy the five senses. Because that's what's taking place. We just out here doing things that satisfy the five senses, right? We engaging in things that look good, smell good, taste good, right? Feel good, sound good. Thinking that we the body, not truly understanding who we are, nor what we are, right? We got to get it together, y'all. We got to understand it so we ain't setting ourselves up for future depression, for future depression, for future regret, for future woulda, coulda, shoulda types. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we see. We are here chasing stuff that people already got. We chasing money, and we see people got millions already, and they ain't happy. Why is that, y'all? We gotta question that. We can't look past that and just say it was that person. No, we gotta really question that and look at that. How is that? You got millions of dollars, bro. Why you depressed? You got big houses, all these cars, bro. Why you depressed? Right. We gotta question that and really understand that, so we can know what we're doing. What you really waking up doing? Is that really what you want to do? Or is you just caught up in the world and thinking that's what you have to do? So that's where all your energy going. Right? Yeah, of course we got to get out here and get our money, right? We got to get out, because that's how society got it, to where you got to be able to get money, right? Yeah, it's all jacked up. Well, we got to chase money to get our resources. But I'm speaking from like I say, it's all about perspective. Life is about perspective. It's about mental. That's what I'm saying, all I'm saying for. It's about putting you in a certain perspective so you can live life while even going out here doing it, so you can buy your resources, so you can sustain your life, right? But it's about having a certain perspective, because your life would change, situations would change based off a certain perspective of yours, a perspective of ours. We change our perspective, our reality will change. But if we just focusing on what we doing outside and getting caught up in this artificial environment, then that's the frequency we stay on. If we telling ourselves, man, forget all that, man, I gotta do this, I gotta make my money, then that's the reality will keep you on that frequency. That will still be your world that you're living in. But once you really feel it and you understand, you change the way you looking at all this, you change your feeling towards all this, then your reality will match that. Because you, like I say, you gotta remember, you within your mind. We are all living within our own angles of light, walking within our own projections, receiving and sending signals. So we got to really think about it. Is that why they keep our minds locked on this type of stuff? Got us worshiping stars and celebrities, so we can give that our focus and our attention, so that can continue to be our world? No, we got to know how to look past all them celebrities and what they got and the lifestyle that they living. So we can put our minds and our attention on what we need it to be on, so our reality can reflect that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to really trip off that. Right? While we chasing mind, while we chasing money, we losing our mind, we losing our focus. While we getting caught up in this artificial environment, we're losing our focus, we're losing our minds. Thinking that we're gaining something. We're thinking we're gaining something chasing money. getting big cars and big houses, but we're not realizing the true money is focus. True money is being able to keep your mind on what you want to keep your mind on. And that should be attached to the real world, real environment, knowing truly who you are and where you at. That's real currency. That's real money. That's real power. You know what I'm saying? Not putting your mind and attention on trying to get what these celebrities get in the nice cars and the nice houses and the nice that. No. You feel me? Let's put our mind on what's real. Let's focus on our health, on what we trying to hide behind all this money. Them feelings that we feel within our bodies and our minds. Them thoughts that we're having within our heads, within our minds. Right? Let's deal with that. Let's not chase this money and hide behind the money and hide behind all the cause and all the success and all that while we still in battle, right? When we get by ourselves, we stressed out and depressed and we battling. We can't even sit with ourselves and hear our own thoughts because we full of regret. We full of woulda, coulda, shoulda. I shouldn't have did this and shouldn't have did that because we done went the wrong route, chasing money and chasing this success and chasing things that are materialistic. You feel me? Understand you in an artificial environment, so you gotta know, right? Give your energy to what's needed. That's gonna help you in the long run. It's gonna sustain you, your health, your mental status, right? Your physical status, because whatever the mind go through, the body follows. Because the mind is giving you the illusion that you have that body that you trying to give everything to, and trying to satisfy so much. So it's all mental game we're playing, y'all. Know where to put your mind at. Don't get lost in here. Understand you the little cub. Right? Understand you the little cub in the zoo. And know that this is not your world. This is not your real environment. This is an artificial environment. So it's only so much you can give it. It's only so much you should give it. Right? Just think about it.